We're going to be talking about the housing market, real estate for the next couple of minutes. So over the summer, there was this kind of alarming rate of purchase agreements, contracts falling through. We wanted to know why that's happening, and is it happening here in the Chicagoland area? So we are going to be speaking to Sammy Lubeck with Baird Warner. He's a realtor. He calls himself the Chicagoland's realtor. Thanks so much for coming on, Sammy. We appreciate your time.
Very happy to be here. Always want to talk real estate.
Always want to talk real estate. Well, then you're in the right business. Okay, so tell us, are we seeing this in our market, in the Chicago market?
Well, I think that over the last few years since COVID and the first half of the year, we've seen so many multi-offer situations where people have overextended themselves. They've offered the world just to get the opportunity to buy these houses. So sometimes they offer to purchase a house as is, and sometimes, I would never recommend this, they're offering to purchase a home while waiving the inspection. And I think this is one of the biggest mistakes that potential home buyers are making in order to win these bids. So naturally, when they get, their hands on a house, if they're able to have the inspection, that's when they get a little murky and they try to negotiate things with the sellers. But if they've offered to purchase a house as is, it's very difficult for those agreements to come into play. So that's when you see a lot of these contracts fall through the cracks.
So it sounds like the market, the buyers are just a little too excited because it's been a rough buyer's market for a while, yes?
Yeah, each of the last few years, we've seen an incredibly strong seller's market the first half of the year. Obviously, in the second half of the year, when you're talking July, August, September, more families are established for the school year, so not as many buyers are out there. That's when the bidding wars tend to slow down just a little bit and offer the opportunity for buyers to get a chance to make a great deal on a new property.
What have you seen in our Chicago market over the past year?
Really, it's been the explosion of the luxury market. I've seen more multi-million-dollar deals get done than ever before. If you look at Cook County last year alone, there were just about 650 sales. Doesn't matter if it was a condo, townhouse, single-family home. There were 650 of those such sales in 2024. And already this year, there have been around 550 multi-million dollar sales in Cook County alone. So a lot more money, a lot of people out there have made a lot of money in the stock market. The economy has been strong, and therefore they're spending money on real estate, which is always a great investment.
And is it also just because houses cost more nowadays? Obviously.
I would think that these multi-offer situations have clearly motivated those trends to go up because, of course, the more people that are bidding on a house, of course, it's going to dictate above asking price sales, and that has led to this tremendous rise in sales over the last few years.
How long have you been in real estate?
So I've been selling for 18 years, all with Baird Warner. I am Chicagoland's real estate agent, always willing to talk real estate.
So you've been there a minute. Okay, because the stat where this headline comes from, in July, approximately 58,000 U.S. home purchase agreements fell through. That's about 15.3% of all homes under contract. That's the highest number since 2017. What was happening in 2017, and is it similar to what we're seeing now?
I think we're just seeing more pushback from buyers. Over the last few years, sellers have had a lot of control, and finally buyers are in a position where they have money. Okay, if a property falls through, if they don't need to move, they're going to sit back and wait for the perfect situation, whether they can negotiate or really get what they need. If there are true problems within a house, of course they want it taken care of by the seller, but they're of course never going to, or not always going to get that repair or credit given to them by the seller. So I just think that there's a little bit more pushback, and that post-inspection negotiation is often the murkiest part of any deal. And we just see attorneys and inspectors and buyers and sellers sometimes go to battle. But of course, this does not take away the fact that there are so many deals that are getting done when people are able to work and negotiate in good faith with each other. So I think the headlines naturally are going to sensationalize things and try to get clicks and everything. But yes, there are great deals going on every day in real estate.
Still deals to be made. Let's talk about the not multi-million dollar homes. I'll tell you personally, we're in a house that we've been in for about 10 years in the southwest suburbs. We are bursting at the gills because in those 10 years we've had 3 children. And I don't feel like I can afford to move because, the interest rates. Can you pull out your crystal ball and tell me when I'll be able to move?
I think prices are going to continue to go up. And I think that the buying power for the American public is going to continue to go up. It is going to continue to be competitive out there. I would say base it on the time of the year because there are a lot more people looking in the first half of the year. That's when sellers can really take advantage of things. In the second half of the year, there may be better opportunities out there to take advantage of some price reductions. So I would advise anybody that's looking for more of a deal to assess their situation and potentially look at purchasing a property after the school year has begun.
Ooh, but that's hard.
I know it is, but that's the real estate market right now. It's incredibly competitive, and I believe it will continue to be so at least over the next couple of years.
And you think the inventory, what about the inventory?
I think really the one thing that's going to create a lot more opportunity for people, if the interest rates come down, I think a lot of homeowners are going to feel a little bit less inclined to hold on to that 3-4% mortgage rate that they currently have and assess the situation, look for maybe more space, upsizing, downsizing, whatever it is. And that could create more inventory. At the same time, if the interest rate goes down, you're going to see a lot more buying power for those buyers, so it could continue to be competitive as well. So I think it's a matter of getting a good real estate agent like this guy to help you out, navigate through the market, and hopefully find that right opportunity for you.
Okay, we've talked about the buyers part of it. Let's talk about the sellers part of it real quick. Do we need to update our homes, or are we just kind of saying, you know what, here it is, I'm not going to put more money into this when you're probably just going to want to change it anyway?
If you're selling in the first half of the year, odds are you're going to have a lot of people looking at your house. As long as you price it correctly. If the mistake that a lot of sellers make is pricing the home as if it's turnkey, as if it's perfect, ready to move in and updated. If it's not priced that way, you're going to be sitting on the market a long time, okay? But if it's priced right, it'll sell. First half of the year. Second half of the year, you got to be a little bit more negotiable with fewer people out there, but you can still get it done. Again, it's really important just to surround yourself with people that work in this industry every single day, know the market, and can guide you so that you can get the most money for your home.
Okay, I was really hoping you were going to tell me that they were going to
I'm
go down.
I'm sorry.
Darn it. Okay, well, work on that for you, Sammy. Can you? Can you work on that for me? All right, Sammy
I'll see
Lubeck,
what I can do.
Baird and Warner Realtor, Chicagoland's Realtor, and today Chicago Live's Realtor. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Happy to be here.
Thank you
so much.
All right, stay busy. I'm sure you will.